I realized that I didn't really do any vlogging, but I did post some snaps on my Snapchat, so I will be leaving them in this video. Hi guys! This is clearly a new setting. This is my dorm, which I think maybe later on I'll do a room tour, well, a dorm tour. I just got back to New York. It's like 12 a.m. right now. My plane landed like at 9:30. Even though I didn't really record anything for a vlog, I kind of want to tell you guys what happened to me. Welcome to Story Time with Addie! I get to the airport, LaGuardia, and then I have to take a bus, and then after I take the bus, I have to take the subway. Literally like maybe like a 40-minute subway ride, 15-minute bus ride. So I take the bus, I get on the bus with like this huge luggage, like literally like a large luggage. I sit down and a lady next to me, maybe like around like 50 years old or maybe a little older, she's like, oh, does this bus like go to a subway station? And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting off on a subway station, so you can just like follow me. And then she was like, oh, like thanks, I just came from San Diego. Then we get off to get on the subway and I have to go through like the emergency exit because I have a huge luggage and I can't go through like those little, I don't know if you guys have been to New York, like the subway stations, it's like a turnstile, I think that's what it's called, turnstile, I don't know. It's a thing that you like, it's like a tube and then you pass and it, okay, whatever. So I had to go through the emergency exit and she went through the little turnstile thingy. The lady's still kind of lost, even though like I'm explaining to her like, yeah, you just take the R train, because she had to like get off in Times Square and I had to get off in Union Square. So anyway, like we were gonna take the same train. And then some guy's like, oh, do you need help, to the lady? And she was like, no, like she's helping me, like it's fine. And then the guy starts talking to me and I start answering in Spanish because it looked like he spoke Spanish. We start having a conversation and then we get on the subway and I just started having a conversation with the lady. She was like, I'm here for some convention thing that I am like working for, I don't know. And she was telling me how it's like a huge deal and I was like, oh my god, like that's so exciting. She was like, yeah, like I'm like organizing everything. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. She was like, oh, where are you from? And I was like, oh, I'm from Miami, but I'm here like in New York like for college. She was like, oh, what are you studying? And I was like, oh, psychology. She was like, oh really, like I did a double major and a double minor in college. I was like so she did psychology, anthropology, a minor in women's studies, and a minor in something else. And I was like, some guy that looks maybe like 24, 25 gets on high as like super high. And we're like, he's like, oh, did the subway go to like 8th Street? And I'm like, yeah, like it does. And then the guy starts trying to have a conversation with the lady next to me. Mind you, he's like, hi, and he's like saying bad words. He's like, yeah, like blah, blah. And I'm like, this like elderly couple gets on and sits in front of me and they're like super cute. And then finally it's like the Times Square stop, so the lady next to me gets off and she's like, oh, thank you, like bye. And I was like, oh, good luck at your like work thing. And then another elderly couple comes and sits next to me, so I was like, it was like me, an elderly couple, and then an elderly couple next to me, and the college guy, and then the guy that talked to me in Spanish. I was kind of scared before though, like because I was like, oh my god, this lady's gonna get off in Times Square and I'm gonna be left with like the Hispanic guy that was like probably like 35, almost 40, and the highest guy. I was like, well, this is gonna be very awkward. But thank god the two elderly couples got on and I was like, okay, I'm safe. And then it was just like quiet because I had no one to talk to. And the college guy's like, what are you doing here in New York? And I'm like, oh, I'm like living here because like I'm going to college here. And then he was like, oh shit, like that's so cool, blah blah. And he was like, what are you studying? I was like, oh, I'm a psychology major. And he was like, oh, dope. Viejitos were like smiling at me. And then he was like, can you tell what I'm thinking right now? And I was like, nah, I'm just like 1 year into this career, like no. And no, that's not what psychology is about, but whatever. Then he asked me like where I went to school. I said the new school, and then the elderly couple was like, oh, that's like on 5th Avenue. And I was like, yeah, but like I don't like live there, like I live like on 12. And they were like, oh, well, I started talking to the elderly couples. But basically I had a great trip back. I thought taking the subway and the train, not the train, it's the same. I thought taking the bus and the subway was gonna like be dreadful. Nothing scary happened. Like I was so scared that the college guy was gonna like maybe come sit next to me or something. I made like 7 friends on the subway ride. I was saying like bye to everyone, and then the elderly couple in front of me was getting off at the same stop as me, and the lady was like, great choice of major, like that was mine. And I was like, she was like, good luck. I was like, thank you. And then the highest I was like, good luck in college, like do well. And I was like, thank you. And then I left. It was so nice though, like I met such Well, I don't know if they were great people. Hopefully they are great people. I wish them the best. I got off of the subway literally like, wow. I have no idea how to describe it. It was such a nice like ride back home. Usually people on the subway never talk to you. Like no one on the subway speaks to each other. Literally got to Union Square and I was like, God has blessed me. Like I am so blessed. You guys had a great weekend. We'll try to do vlogs here in New York because it's beautiful here. As always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Llámame mañana y si no tienen nada que hacer.